Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. Yeah, on the XRP chart, we are still looking for lower. However, on the very small time frame, I am currently exploring this reset of the wave 2. It hasn't happened yet, but the way we are moving up there would suggest that we could push a little higher in the very short term, possibly into the resistance area that we're going to take a look. Honestly, on the XRP chart, there are many ways how you can count this this chart. I've also had a look around, what other analysts are saying about XRP, and the opinions are very divided. Will be interesting to see which wave count is going to play out at the end. I haven't seen another count that looks like my count though, but who knows. The idea is, or the problem here is, this is not a super reliable chart, not for Elliott Wave necessarily, not at the moment at least. Well, that doesn't mean Elliott Wave doesn't work, but Elliott Wave tells us there are just too many possibilities to make it in any way reliable at this stage. What I found interesting though is we can draw a nice trend line here, maybe more or less like that. This is one thing that is certainly interesting, head and shoulders pattern here on the chart. And this looks like a massive, draw a trend line here as well. Again, more or less, yeah. Maybe even a wedge pattern, maybe a bit of a large ascending wedge pattern, or more triangle. This is again a little bit subjective, but I find this trend line down here is much more defined than the one up there. So I'm not sure how relevant that one is. I might take it out again at the moment until we get further clarity. But for me, the movement to the upside is just extremely corrective. So that means I'm exploring the idea that of the June low, which you can see here on the left-hand side, we moved up in a correction, WXY. It topped in a B wave. After the June low was an A wave, and we should still see a C wave to the downside, at least as per this structure, this idea. However, what are the relevant levels where we have to change our view? And I wouldn't be surprised if I have to change this view at some point. But again, if it pushes higher, yeah, first of all, the level where I would have to change my view is, I would say probably the most relevant one is 56.5 cents. This wave too high. Then what I'm going to do is to reset wave B higher. How would that work? That would work because a WXY structure is a 3-3-3 structure. We have 3 waves in each subwave, so you can see that very clearly. We have a wave W to the upside, in again an ABC. Then here we have a WXY in the X wave and another ABC in the Y wave. However, the Y wave can extend, so it can be WX and then just here another A, B, C, or even WXY structure in a Y wave. So we have a 3-3-3, just an extended one. Looking at the Fibonacci extensions, that would work out as well, because at the moment the Y wave reached 100% extension, a very common target, but it can go up to, I mean, there is no real limit, not in crypto, but common targets are the 1.236 extension and the 1.618, especially the 1.618. So this allows to reset this Y wave a little higher if we have to. Due to the structure, although if it was impulsive to the upside, the situation might be different. But I do not see an impulse. And that would be the short-term bullish case. And it could reach either 63.5 cents or 73.8. Only above, if we get substantially above the 1.618 extension, I think we might consider something more bullish. Or if the structure changes, but I don't see that at this stage. So at the moment, I'm focused here on lower. Obviously, condition is that we break below the trend line here. Yeah, but if we do that, I think we have confirmation that the third wave to the downside is rolling. In the very short term, we are looking at a wave 1 to the downside of the March high, a wave 2 pullback. We had at the time here a resistance area, was a good short for anybody who took it, like here as well. Yeah, but I take these off the chart if they're not relevant anymore. And price reached the resistance area once, moved down in what wasn't really impulsive, so I'm counting that as another WXY structure, possible in the wave 2. And the wave 2 could also be a WXY corrective pattern, and we might push a little higher now into resistance before we come down. Here, relevant resistance is really the 54-cent level. Any break above that level would make me think about, okay, do we have to reset the larger B wave higher? But as long as we stay below 54 cents, I think we have a good chance to push lower. But this can drag on for a while. I mean, look at that. This price action has been also increasingly boring. Yeah, it doesn't really show any motivation to give us a clear sense of direction at the moment. Yeah, but overall, idea is to head down lower from here because the move to the upside has been corrective. Now, to be fair, the move down as well, but that is where context comes into play. But as I said, you don't really have a very, very clear edge here, just purely using Elliott Waves. You can use trend lines, but we don't even have a clear trend. You have the trend line. Okay, so pullbacks to trend lines can be used, but from an Elliott Wave point of view, it doesn't really help very well at the moment here to give us, because we need an impulse. We need an impulse, and in corrections, situations change frequently and structures morph. I don't even have, and that's the other problem, don't even have a clear bottoming structure for the bear market. I mean, many other coins have fulfilled at least more or less clear bottoming structures. XRP hasn't really, so I'm still looking for ideally one more low. But we'll see. We'll keep tracking it. We can still exploit the Elliott Wave method to identify some of the structures here on the lower time frames, but we just need to see if we can now get into this region up here, and Elliott Wave would tell us that there is a good chance, if this is the correct count, to get rejected here in this region. And then, however, price needs to break below the trend line and below the X wave low at 45 cents to give us a clear sense of, okay, we are in a third wave to the downside. Okay, that's my update about XRP. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.